Hello all, welcome to the second lecture in the lecture series on Python and Scientific Python course. In this particular lecture, we'll be learning about the Python data types. In Python, data types define the kind of value a variable can hold and what operations can be performed on it. So the types of the data types are the first one is integer, second one is float, third one is complex, and fourth one is boolean, and fifth one is string. Python is dynamically typed, so you need to not declare these data types explicitly. Okay, so we'll see these examples one by one. First, we'll discuss about the integer data type. So, integer data type represents the whole numbers. It might be a positive number, negative number, including zero. Okay, so the first example is with the integer data type. So let me declare a variable x with number 10 and variable y with a negative number minus 9 and variable z can be 0. Okay, if I try to print the data type of, if I wanted to know what type of data is it, I can use the syntax called type of print type of the variable name, type of A, then print type of B. Sorry, it's not A, this is X, type of X, type of Y, print type of Z. This will help you to determine what type of data it is. So it says you all these three datas or integer data types. Okay, supposingly if I have to do some operations on this x and y and z, I can also do it with the help of this print statement. I can add x with y, and then I can multiply, do some multiplication operations on any number. So x is multiplied with number 3, and I can perform a floor division of uh, sorry, x with 2, floor division or a normal division, any division is allowed. So I can do a floor division, and then if I try to run it, you could see. So x plus y, x is a positive number, y is a negative number, so its result is 10, and x is multiplied by 3, its result is 30, and x is divided by 2, and it is a floor division, so you get the answer as 5. Okay, so there is no size limit in Python integers. Okay, also it can be used for counting, indexing, etc. Next, coming to floating point numbers. Okay, these numbers represents the decimal numbers. For example, so here I will give it's a float data type. So I'm declaring a variable float as with some decimal numbers 5.45. B is a second float number, maybe 67.89, something like that. And C, I can have some other number, maybe a negative float number 9.06. Now I can try to print the type of this float variables, maybe type of C alone I have to know. So it will declare you it is of class 4 float. Similar to the previous example, maybe like we can type all the variables, maybe type of A, then type of B also. Similar to the previous example, we can also do arithmetic operations on the floating point numbers as well. So a into a into 2, something like that. So this will do the function. So a is 5.45 into 2, it will give you 10.9. Okay, this particular data type float is used for measurements and representing scientific values. Okay, and the next example is complex numbers. So complex numbers represents the number with real and imaginary parts. So third example is complex. Here Let us declare a variable c, which is a floating point number. So we can call it 4 plus 6j. Okay, so I wanted to know what type of data it is. So print of type C. And then if I wanted to print the real and imaginary values, first let me know what type of data it is. If it is complex, yeah, it is complex. Now we can try to print the real and imaginary values of C separately. So C dot real will print the real value of C, and sorry print C dot imaginary will print the imaginary value of C. So try to print it out. So it will print 4 and 6 approximately. Okay, so it is used in advanced math and engineering signal processing. The next data type is a Boolean function. Okay, it represents the logic values either true or false. For example, I am declaring a variable called is active is equal to true. So true should be always, and is equal to false. And now if I try to print the type of is underscore active, it will print you, sorry, I will close the braces. So it will print Boolean function. Here I'll do another example. I can use some logical examples here. 10 is greater than 8. Also print 5 is equal to 3. So let us check what is it. So 10 is greater than 8, 2, and 5 is not equal to 3. You know that? So it is false. Okay, so Boolean is a subclass of integer. True means always a 1, false is always used in 0. This particular data type is used for decision making. Also, it is essential for control flow. The next type of data is string data type, which represents text, that is a sequence of character which is usually written inside the quotes. Let us see an example. So name is equal sorry name is equal to Python. Whatever content you write inside the quotes will be considered as string. Message is equal to hello. Let us know what type of data it is. So type of name. Okay, it will tell you it is a string data type. So now you can do few operations on your string. I can make the name in uppercase. So use this. If I give print of the variable name dot upper will give you the uppercase of the of this particular variable string. Now if I have to concatenate two strings, that also I can do. So name plus will concatenate them. So with a new string I can concatenate. So it means the name is Python. With that name I am concatenating the new string programming. So it will print you Python programming. So this is So this is the output of printing the name variable in uppercase, and this is the concatenation. So if you wanted to have space, if you wanted to have space also, you can have it.